So, how important is sleep? Is sleep really that important? Is it really necessarily like reasonable to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night? Like, what is the foundation of how many hours of sleep we need to actually function or even survive? Well, today I'm going to answer that question because I've done a little tiny bit of research, and I just want to know this for personal reasons because I personally will probably get 6 hours of sleep probably half the time now because of work and then school, YouTube, and all that stuff. So I maybe even less than 6 hours sometimes, and maybe less. I don't really know, but I'm just here to see if it's physically possible to me for me to survive. I'm already stuttering. I'm sorry. So basically, first I'm going to go over the good things about getting good sleep, and then I'm going to have 3 questions that I want to know personally, and that might just be relatively a big question that most people ask. And number one, apparently it increases or it does good or it boosts the brain function, which is probably very good when you go on a day by day purpose. You can already tell I'm stuttering a lot and I'm probably talking very slow. So maybe sleep does improve brain function. You would think it would, so maybe it does. That would make really good sense. And number two, it supports physical health. This one does make lots of sense, especially with like working out or stuff like that. Also, do that. So that also takes more time. It honestly is a whole process that's just an infinite loop that will never end, and hopefully you improve a little bit by each time. Number three is strengthening the immune system. That means I might get more sick, or I might get sick more often, if that makes sense. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully my immune system's the top tier, big S tier immune system where I don't get sick. I don't really know how that's going to really affect things, but hopefully with summer it improves a little bit with the sleep, and hopefully it just all goes good and I don't get sick. That would be the best case situation. Not getting sick at all would be pretty cool. And at number four, it enhances moods and just mental health in general. Well, to be honest, since I'm always going to be busy when I'm not sleeping, I don't think my mental health will be that bad, or at least hopefully it's not. I'll either be doing school, lifting, or YouTube. There is really no in between, maybe some free time here and there. But if I do get a lot of free time, it might be sacrificing sleep. I mean, it's not really that bad. If school wasn't a thing and school did not exist, my life would be pretty good. It wouldn't be as stressful as it is. And I only work 3 days of the week, one on a weekday or like a weekend. So it's not really that bad until the end of the week. The end of the week sucks. It's worse than the beginning, to be honest. The beginning, it's like chill, but towards the end, it gets a little worse. I mean, working's not even that bad. I guess it really depends on where you're working, how you're working, what you're doing, and just a whole bunch of different variables that I'm not trying to get into. But honestly, just do what you want, to be honest. I don't really know. At number five is muscle recovery and growth. This is what I was talking about with the sleeping and the working out and stuff. This will probably impact me the most, to be honest, because I might be sore. But only the 3 days that I actually work. Hopefully, the other days I get a little bit of decent sleep, and hopefully it goes pretty good. And hopefully it doesn't go completely downhill. And at number six, it increases the quality of life. This makes sense because of everything combined. It really does make sense. Now, I don't really know what happens if you don't get enough sleep. Probably your brain malfunctions. I don't really know. But hopefully it's not too bad because who knows what could happen. I'm going to try to post every other day on YouTube like I've been doing because the videos have been doing all right. They're not doing too bad. More recently, they've been doing worse, but hopefully it goes good. So, what is a good amount of sleep that you should have? Well, this varies through ages and a whole bunch of different factors. But what I've came across was 7 to 9 hours is probably the best. And that is the equivalent of everyone included. That means if you're 90, you're 20, 30, you're 15. Now, of course, when you're younger, you need a little bit more hours of sleep because your body's growing. It's growing. I don't really know how to put it. You need more sleep to recover, to grow, all that stuff. When you're in your mid like 20s, you might need less sleep than usual, and I guess it really depends by the day and by the person. And when it comes to older people, I'm guessing you need more sleep because like I don't know, you're old, so I don't know what the old status even begins at. Probably I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that discussion. But it really just depends on how you are. Some people can get 4 hours of sleep and be perfectly fine. Some people can get 6, be perfectly fine. Some people need 8. Some people need 9. It just really depends on the people and just the age. I mean, I know that I was doing some research, and some people need 10 plus, which is absolutely insane. I can't do that. I know a lot of people that can, but I just unless I can't do it on a daily basis. It's just not who I am, I guess. Now, the question that I asked for the beginning purposes is, could you survive on 6 hours of sleep? Now, this was the bare minimum. This was the maximum of sleep that you probably get. And apparently you can, but only certain people can. Not everyone can. Some people need more hours of sleep, which completely makes sense. It probably has to do with, of course, your age, what you're doing. Like, are you just being lazy? Are you working out? What are you doing throughout your day? And a whole bunch of different factors, your mental health, your I don't really know. I'm just yapping at this point. But yeah, you can. Some people can survive on 6 hours of sleep, and hopefully, I'm one of those people. That would be really nice. That would be fantastic. That'd be brilliant. Even. Now, I did look up. You know how I said some people can sleep 10 hours and be perfectly fine. Well, apparently, if you sleep 12 hours, I was seeing if you could sleep 12 hours, if that's okay, if that's normal. And apparently it's not. It's not okay to sleep 12 hours. I guess on a normal person, you don't really need to sleep 12 hours. And if you're doing that, it's a whole bunch of different factors. Like I've been saying this entire video because I don't want to get into it because it's late at night and I don't know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just don't sleep 12 hours a day. I recommend 7 to 9. Basically, is the base formation of the entire thing of what I'm trying to get to. And sleep is kind of important, I guess you could say, when it comes to certain topics and when it comes to certain things that you want to talk about and what you want to do in your life. So 7 to 9 is probably the good starting point that you want to get on sleeping. And that's what I came to a conclusion. This entire video is wrapped up into 7 to 8 hours or 7 to 9 hours. So it's pretty chill. It's good information to know. I mean, it's probably basic knowledge, but I just wanted to do research just in case some new studies that came across or something interesting has happened where we have found out new information about sleeping, I guess. I don't really know. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I am going to try to post every other day. I don't really know what it's going to be about. Mainly lifting, stuff about lifting, random videos, random questions like this right here. I don't really know. It's going to be very, very random, at least in the next couple of months, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But anyways, I enjoyed making this video. Peace out, guys.